Rest in peace, Mr. Brody Lee. Rest in peace. Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new edition of Customs from the Underground. So, as many of you know, 2020 is coming to an end, and some of us are like, thank God this year's coming to an end, because let's face it, this year has ultimately bit the big one. This year has sucked. This year has sucked really hard. Like, there's no words to describe how bad this year was. This year sucked more dick than a prostitute does on a Saturday night. That's how bad this year was. But in retrospect, this year has had some ups, most downs, but hopefully in 2021 everything will be better and not suck as much ass. But you know what? Fuck it. Let's just see where this year takes us, and hopefully it doesn't suck. There will be some ups and there will be some downs. Hopefully it won't be like this year where it was a whole bunch of downs and no ups. Very rarely were there any ups. But it's only a matter of time before our world gets back to normal. But I really wanted to showcase this to you guys because this is actually going to be split up into 2 days. This is going to be part 1. The next episode is going to be a part 2, but it's going to continue as is because this is the 12th episode of Customs from the Underground. The next one's going to be 13. So this is actually going to go up on New Year's Eve. The next one's going to go up on New Year's Day. So the first video of 2021 will be the Customs. The last video of 2020 will also be the Customs, but it didn't really matter. So these are the Customs right here. I have more, alright? These are just the ones that are going to be here for the first half, and then tomorrow on New Year's Day, they're going to be 9 more, because there are 9 right here. So these are some that you guys have, that you may have seen already. There's some that you may have not. I know a couple of these you guys have already seen before, and with that being said, let's get into the ones that you guys have already seen. So first off, the one that I know you guys have already seen, which I've done nothing to yet, is Tyler Black right here, Seth Rollins. This is basically his Messiah attire. So for those of you who actually remember when Rollins actually started his Messiah run for some reason with the Authors of Pain, Austin Theory, and Buddy Murphy. And sadly, I think I remember hearing like months ago that the Authors of Pain got released for some reason. But yeah, I used the Elite 70 head scan on here, Top Picks 2018. Well, you actually could use Top Picks 2018 for this. I used 2019, and then I kept the arms the same, put the Elite 70 hand on here, acetoned off all the designs that were on here, then switched on some random knee pads. I think you could use either Seth Rollins or AJ Styles, and then some random assortment of kick pads right here. And that's what it takes to make your Monday Night Messiah. Or actually, no, he's not even the Monday Night Messiah anymore because he's on SmackDown. So call him the... Oh, crap, I dropped him. Call him the Friday Night Messiah, I guess. But yeah, man, I love this Seth Rollins. It looks good. I love it. And it even works well in World of Action, too. I think I may have used him once or twice in World of Action. But yeah, that's Seth Rollins. Next, let's get on to Alistar Black. Now, for those of you who were longtime fans of World of Action, then you know about Alistar Black. He was in World of Action before, and then he lost to Velveteen Dream, and then he just disappeared. So I actually bought the Alistar Black Basic, which the parts are lying somewhere around here. Actually, they're somewhere over there. You can kind of see the tattooed torso. But anyway, I had the Alistar Black figure, and I really wanted to pose him around, but I couldn't, so I found my old Alistar Black custom and put them back together. Because I think I originally broke this down for parts because I was going to switch out, I think, the legs for, like, AJ Styles. I was going to make an AJ Styles in his TNA gear, and I thought, well, try and make, like, an updated AJ in his TNA gear, which would have actually worked perfectly, but I decided to skip out on it, so... Yeah, so all I use is the basic Alistar Black head. I'm trying to see how well this is going to come out on camera, but actually, get the thumbnail there, but actually, I painted the eye on here black because for some reason Alistar Black has, like, one eye that has a black pupil and then the other one that's normal. I don't know why that is, and then the rest of this is Damien Mizdow with, of course, decals on here, then Brodus Clay, shoulders and arms, because they're the closest thing I got to Alistar Black. Random elbow pad, Damien Mizdow going all the way down. Lower knees are Top Picks 2018 Finn Balor with some Alistar Black knee pads. And that's what it took to make Mr. Alistar Black. I wish they would use him more on TV, because I miss him in NXT. I think we all do. and for some reason he won't stand up, and I realized my camera didn't get all that, so yeah, screw it. So next we actually have a fix-up that I did on my Ricochet, which I think I showed this before, but I never showed it fully completed the way I wanted it to be. So what I did here is this is something I did on Christmas Day, along with another custom you guys will see tomorrow. So first off, I did paint up the beard of Ricochet, because it was like really light, but it was not a dark beard. Ricochet has a dark beard for some reason, and I decided to capture that on here. Then the rest of this is the Elite Top Picks of 2020, which is this year. Which, yeah, this year has sucked, but hey, it's brought us some cool figures. Then I put on this black armband, which works perfectly with the interchangeable hands. Then I put on this knee pad here that was from the, I believe it was a basic Ricochet that I just added on here. And originally, this did have the one and only thing painted in here. I acetoned that off. And I found a way to also keep the one and only on here, and I love it. It looks good. Hopefully one day I can actually bring Ricochet to World of Action, but only time will tell, and he was able to stand. I didn't get it on camera again because I'm a moron. Anyway, let's move on. So next we have the Purveyor of Violence, Jon Moxley. So I think, yeah, you guys have already seen this one. I showed this off in The Fiend versus Jon Moxley, the dream match that somebody wanted. And this will look so much better when it has the official AEW head scan on here. For now, it's got this old Dean Ambrose head with the Finn Balor jacket. So let me take off the jacket and show you guys what it looks like really quick. So here's the Purveyor of Violence, Jon Moxley, without the Finn Balor jacket on there. So you see I used an old Dean Ambrose head scan on here. I used the first one, actually. I think I've seen people modify their other ones, but I don't know if I've ever seen people modify this one. But then I got a Hunter Hearst Helmsley torso on here because it was the only one I had. Then some random arms. I think these were Finn Balor, and you can even tell that the skin tones aren't accurate, but it doesn't bother me that much. But yeah, these are Finn Balor arms. I think they're also shoulders too. And I actually acetoned off all the designs on here, so they're bare arms, which look pretty good. Then I got Hunter Hearst Helmsley for the biker shorts here, which I also did a swap up here by the thigh. And then it's got Finn Balor legs with, I think these were Stone Cold lower legs. And then some random knee pads that I found. And pretty much that's all it took to make this Jon Moxley. I showed this off in his match with The Fiend. That death match, I think that's what it was. I'm not sure, but yeah, this is a good figure, and hopefully this will look better once I get the official AEW head scan on here. So the next one we have here is actually a fix-up that I did on here, which I think you guys saw at Riot. So this is a random Jeff Hardy fix-up that I did, which looks pretty good on the Elite 71. So I took the basic 102 head, I think that's what it is. And the bad thing is about this head scan is for some reason it's got like nose chipping on there, but for the most part I think it looks good. I do want to switch this head out eventually with some other figure. But yeah, this is the Elite 71. It's got the towel back here. I'm not even sure what this is, to be honest. Then it's got the ringside exclusive Matt Hardy hands that I plopped on here, which actually look pretty good. And it's an easy fix-up that anybody can do, and yeah, I just wanted to showcase it. Next up, we have the WWE Champion, Drew McIntyre, and my god, it feels so good to finally fix this figure once and for all. So I actually got the Survivor Series figure for Christmas, but I decided to keep that one mock because I have this figure, my custom, and it works out pretty good for Drew McIntyre. So for those of you who saw the Royal Rumble last year, well actually no, it was earlier this year, but by the time you guys are seeing this video, you know, in the new year, it'll be last year, which would have been 2020. So anyway, I made a Drew McIntyre, but the bad thing was he was too short. Like, he's not supposed to be the same height as Ricochet, so I finally switched out the legs of Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and it works out better. So let me take the jacket off really quick. Here's Drew McIntyre without the jacket. This is actually an old Jack-specific Undertaker jacket that I used that's been through a lot, because I know I've had this since 2009, I think, and that's, I think, when Jack started to kind of break off their relationship with WWE, and then thus Mattel figures came out. Yeah, if anybody if anybody remembers those Jax figures, please let me know, because those figures were horrible. Not compared to these, because these ones were good. The bad thing was the accessories with Jax are pretty good, and they rarely release plastic, but you know, whatever. So here's the Drew McIntyre figure. Let me take the WWE title off him, because of course I put him on there because he is and still is, as of the making of this video, the current champion. Maybe he dropped it to Keith Lee, probably not. So here is the figure. I did manage to make his updated attire, which, although it's got some chippage right there, and I sealed this too, so I don't know why it's chipping, but you know, that's fine. I can paint it again and then reseal it, but yeah, it's got his updated attire, and I don't know why he's been wearing this for some reason. He's been wearing this, I think, since his match with Randy Orton at Hell in a Cell, or I think it was the Raw where he won the title back from Randy Orton, but I don't know why. He's been wearing this blue, which looks pretty good actually. I like it, and he's got like these studded designs going back here, which kind of remind me of like the Survivor Series Kane, which little hint at tomorrow's video. But yeah, I got the Drew McIntyre head scan on a Goldberg body with Ryback arms and interchangeable hands, and then Drew McIntyre knee pads with swapped out Hunter Hearst Helmsley, not thighs, lower legs, and then some random black boots. And that was able to fix his height. I know this isn't like 100% accurate, but it fixed his height pretty good because, I mean, the actual Mattel figure, I think maybe just a tad bit taller. I don't know, but I wanted to make McIntyre tall because the dude's pretty tall, but yeah, that's all it takes to make Drew McIntyre, and it looks pretty good. And let's get into the next one. So this is a custom that I think you guys may have seen in the background of a few videos, but this is my kind of promo Tyler Black, not Seth Rollins, but Tyler Black. So basically, what I did here is I wanted to make a promo attire for Tyler Black because he's with the Monday Night Mafia with him, Gallows, and Anderson. And this is the closest thing I had to a Messiah head scan in the man bun, so I just decided to go with it. So I put the first ever Seth Rollins head scan on the Elite 52 body. Actually, no, the Elite 52 torso with the same shoulders and arms. But for some reason, this hand was interchangeable. Or it was compatible with the interchangeable hands, while this one wasn't. Then you got the Elite 70 Seth Rollins going down here. Same thing with the vest. And I actually did use this vest on I think it was the attire that Tyler Black wore when he delivered the promo that he's changing his name to Tyler Black. But yeah, I think it looks good. It looks good with the gray. It looks good with the vest. And hopefully I can actually use this again, and maybe Tyler Black drops some promos or something. I don't know, but it could be hinting at something in the future. But you know, we'll work with what we got. So let's get to the next one. So here's a custom you guys have never ever seen before, or you haven't seen this version. So for those of you who were longtime fans of the channel, I made an AJ Styles figure back that was not the best. Like, it didn't have the accurate torso. It had a weird head scan. It just like didn't look right. So I wanted to try my hand at remaking the attire, which I did here, but I kind of screwed it up. And I'm going to show you guys what I mean in a second. So let me take his vest off first and show you guys pretty much where I messed up, but I'm first going to show you guys what he looks like without the vest. So here's AJ Styles from his attire. I believe this was Fastlane of 2018. I have not seen him at all wear this attire again for like any means necessary, but yeah, I have not seen him wear this attire again. At the time, he was the WWE Champion, and here's the vest, which I actually acetoned off the stripe that was here before, and just left this one because it is accurate, and I also acetone part of that off to what he actually had at Fastlane. So here's the figure, and my God, you can't tell me that the baby blues like do not match up perfectly. Like, they match up good, and it looks good on camera, but like from where I'm seeing it, it looks beautiful, and I love it. It looks great. But yeah, I also did a great job on this figure. I love it. It's one of my more favorite AJ customs because it's kind of so basic, but it also has like a nice color scheme of baby blue, which actually looks pretty good. But now here's where I screwed up on this figure, all right? Now, this was my first time ever using spray sealer, and it left a nice glossy finish, which looks good. But there's one problem with this figure, and that's you cannot... I mean, like, you can bend it here, but that's where it stops. It's like it has basic articulation. If you try and move it, you'll probably break the knee. But, like, yeah, like, you can't really move it that well. And if you do, then you'll probably wind up breaking it, which sucks, because I really wanted to use this figure for stuff. And I can't even move the kick pads because they are stuck in place. So this sealer, like, stuck this figure into place for some reason, and I don't know why. But yeah, this figure is great and all, but I definitely cannot use this figure at all. This is more of a display piece. Sort of like the Figures Toy Company figures, but these are... yeah, my figures are a lot better than the Figures Toy Company figures. I think we can all agree on that. But yeah, I love this AJ. I just wish I could play with it more. Well, I can't play with it at all, but I wish I could have played with this. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. So this custom is going to be the last one of 2020, and this is actually funny because I started this custom in November of 2019, which is pretty weird. So I'm going to tell you guys the story behind this. So the story of this figure is that like I was set to finish this figure and I had everything set. I had made the decals and they were all ready, and I just had to wait and go to the library to print them off and stick them on here. But due to the pandemic, I was not able to finish this figure, and we never had time to go to the library, and we're too we're too scared to go to the library, and we don't own a printer. And like when that was going on, I could have printed them at school, but my school does not print colors for some reason. Cheap ass motherfucker. But anyway, so this looks good though. Like this is based off of his Survivor Series attire of 2019 when he fought Roderick Strong and Shinsuke Nakamura in what I call the mid-card battle, because it was basically the mid-card champions of Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, North American title, Intercontinental title, and US title, which was held by AJ Styles. Now, I'm praying that Mattel does not make this attire in Elite form, which I think they won't because of the fact that the OC isn't there anymore, so they probably can't. But I really did want to complete this figure, and it's basically almost done. I put the head on here, I put the elbow pad on here, I put the kick pads on there, and it made the figure look so much better. And now it's just like I need to get the other logos on here. I know they released a basic like this, but you know, it's not the same. But I really do wish that Mattel does not release this figure in Elite form, otherwise I'm going to have to break this figure down for parts. But yeah, I made this figure in November, literally days after Survivor Series, and I never got around to finishing it. But you gotta, this belt, like, I can't even speak. This figure is good, it just needs to be finished in order for it to be good. But yeah, this figure is great. I love it all. It looks so good. And yeah, all in all, that's pretty much it for this, and I'm trying to get them to stay because these are on basic kick pads. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the customs today. So yeah, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know what you thought about these customs in the comments. I know it's not a lot, but trust me, tomorrow's is going to be better. Granted, these are good figures, but compared to what I did, compared to this tomorrow, is going to be something different. So thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a very safe new year. Let me know what you guys think about these in the comments. And other than that, thank you all for everything over this year. I know it's been hard for everybody, but other than that, I hope you all are doing safe. I hope everybody has a safe holidays. Happy New Year to you all, and I will see you all with a new video the first day of 2021. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in 2021.